What's up, Kansas City? I'm Alexis Dupree here with Khrystal Coopage. How you doing, Khrystal?
Great.
Alrighty, so introduce yourself to our viewers out there. Who are you? Like, what do you do?
Well, I'm Khrystal Coopage. I am the editor-in-chief of Khorage Magazine. I go to school at UMKC, go Roos, and I am a wife of 4 years, and I have a 2-year-old son.
Okay, you're a wife. Like, how is that? How old are you again?
23.
23 years old. So you're a wife, a student, and a parent.
Yes.
What is that life like?
Sometimes hectic. It's hard to find a balance sometimes between all of those avenues and giving each one 100%. Giving being a wife 100%, give being a mom 100%, having my business 100%, a student 100%. But it's definitely doable, especially if you learn how to balance your time well.
Okay, so you have a son. How old is he again?
2.
The terrible twos.
Terrible twos.
So his name is Courage.
Courage.
Is that what inspired the magazine? The name?
Actually, I had the magazine first, and then I had Courage. So the idea of the magazine came before the idea of Courage came.
Alrighty. Now, did you want, like, you have a son, you have the name Courage for your magazine first, but then were you hoping for a daughter?
Actually, I didn't have a preference. When I picked out the name Courage, God had given it to me in a dream, and I had the name spelled that way, and my husband had the name spelled the other way that my son's name is spelled. So, and if it was a girl, it was going to be spelled like.
So how is Courage spelled?
Kurij.
Alrighty, that's a very unique name. So with your magazine, it's Khorage Magazine right here, and you have it geared towards young women, right?
Yes, young ladies, ages 13 to 20.
Alrighty, so how's it been going? Like starting it up and everything?
It was actually really scary starting. I was really intimidated. I didn't know how to even make a magazine, let alone put together the components of a magazine. It was really it really is still trial and error. But God gave me the idea to do it, and He did not let me go to sleep. Literally, I came out with the first one in September, but prior to that, I started the idea, and God did not let me go to sleep since like July of last year.
Really?
Like He kept me up and was like, you're gonna do this magazine. And I would go to sleep with all of these ideas in my head, and I finally was like, okay, let's put some stuff on paper, let's contact some people and see how I can make this work.
Alrighty, what was your first issue about?
The first issue was about going to school. So going back to school, setting goals for going back to school, just things pertaining to that.
Alrighty, and how would you say that your magazine is different from the other ones out there? Because there are like a few, I can count on one hand, like magazines in Kansas City alone. Yeah. So what gave you the confidence and what sets you apart from those other magazines that we have here?
I knew that I had something that was different, something that was not marketed towards, and that's teen, young age girls that are African American and women of color. So with that idea, I knew that there's this huge market for young black girls who do like to read, who do like to look at magazines, that are not being targeted. I want to target them.
So how do you reach out to them? Like,
I go to different.
Oh, sorry.
I go to different conferences. I connect with different people, with youth groups. Still in the process of being a vendor at a lot of different events, getting in contact with Girl Scout troops and different stuff like that, where there would be young African American girls there.
Alrighty, so you have a website.
I do have a website.
Go ahead and drop it for us.
www.khoragemagazine.com, and that's Courage spelled KHORAGE magazine.com.
Alrighty, and you have an email as well?
I do have an email.
Go ahead and drop that too.
CourageMag@ymail.com. So Courage, KHORAGE, mag, MAG, @ymail.com.
Alrighty, thank you for that. Lastly, don't you have Instagram? You want your followers to be able to get to you
always,
right?
Instagram, Khorage Magazine. If you look it up, it's right there. Hopefully we're on your top feed, so you see a lot of our pictures coming through. There's tons of pictures. I love sharing photos. We actually have a campaign going on right now that's called A Different World, Brown and College Bound, that's highlighting young African American girls that are going to college this fall or already in college and doing amazing things. Because that's something that people don't notice. Like, African American women are the leading group of enrollment when it comes to college. And that's not been the case ever. And that in the 2010 census, they showed that. And so it's, in media, we don't see that our girls are going to college, but they are. Right. And I want to highlight that.
That's powerful. What would you say your 5-year goal or plan would be for Khorage Magazine?
Man, the interviews that I want to do are probably not even conceivable right now. But I definitely want to have a lot more big influential people that I get to interview. Conferences, I'm really working towards putting together a conference for Khorage Magazine. And really just spreading the word. I really like the idea of it spreading from East Coast to the West Coast and everybody in between. I want girls everywhere to kind of really get to experience it.
Alrighty, so how much do your magazines cost?
They are $8 for a magazine. However, if you're a part of a youth group, like if you're buying them for a youth group or for 10 or more girls, they are marketed at $6. Online, they are $10.
Alrighty, and do you deliver? How do we go about it? Do you do drop-offs?
I do drop-offs if you're in the Kansas City metro area, if that's what you prefer. However, we mail and ship to anywhere.
Alrighty, just give me quickly what's the best thing that's in this issue right here?
So this is the December issue. Hold it up. That's the December issue, and I feel like that's a whole different progress. But one of my favorite articles that I've written so far and that is in that issue would have to be, let's see. I really like the young man who wrote it at this time.
Give us his name.
His name is Mylan Gray.
Briefly, what did he
He's a senior at Sumner Academy of Arts and Science, which is the number 62 school in the nation, which is number 1 school in Kansas. And he is on his way to college. He's a young African-American man on his way to college. And he wrote a really good article just explaining his fears that he has being an African-American man in the United States and his fears of going to college and not getting accepted. By the way, he's super smart, scored really abnormally high on his ACT. I'm not going to say his score, but he's involved in a lot of different things, speech and debate, and he still has these worries. He still worries about if he's good enough. And so I really like his article because he breaks it down for the readers, just his fears, and that they can they can connect with somebody else who is going through that.
That's deep. Well, thank you for your time. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say?
No, but just that if you have a young lady, 13 to 20, it definitely exceeds that age too, and you would like to purchase a Khorage magazine, go ahead and go to the website, KhorageMagazine.com, and you can purchase your magazine there. And the March issue is out, so be sure to catch that one.
Yay. Well, I'm so proud of you, and thank you for your time. Again,
Thank you.
I'm Alexis Dupree, here with Khrystal Coopage.
Thank you.
For more of this interview and anything else, What's Up Kansas City, visit whatsupkansascity.net.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Kat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.